Hi, everybody. It's Osiris again with 15 Minutes to Show. You know, we like to do it live. And before we bring you our lovely guest today, Bibiana Huang, who's going to talk about her life as an artist, curator, and why women in art are so important and special. Let's just revisit my Asarasi water thing. You know, I got to talk a little bit about it. Started with Adam Lazar, found in Virginia, farmers harvesting water out of maple trees, and thus we have Asarasi. It's a sparkling water. Today I have sparkling Valencia orange. They have lemon lime, all kinds of flavors, but if you want to know about it more, go to asarasi.com and you can find out more about how this water will quench your thirst. And we have up next Bibiana Huang. See you then. Bye-bye. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. We are back again with our lovely guest, as I said earlier, Bibiana Huang, who is the artist, curator, and founder of a group called Inspirational Group International, which is a global group of women and men who from all over the world come in and we share our art. And she's been our lovely curator and is an artist herself. So Bibiana, first of all, welcome to our show, 15 Minutes. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Our group is called Inspiration Art Group International.
There we go. Inspiration Art Group International. So you have the right words now. You can Google it online as well. And so we're going to talk to you a little bit today about your artistry. You don't have to go into long things, but I do want you to talk about the show you have coming up on November 19th and any of your other shows you have scheduled. We do want to talk about your artistry just a little bit so people can know you are an artist. And we want to know why you think or feel that women are so important in the art scene and in the art world, what we bring to the art community. So go.
Well, I think women have always bring great art to the community. It just doesn't have a lot of places show a lot of women artists. Usually women artists get to show on the Women's Month, which is the March.
Wow.
And more we will have more places that will show women now.
So what is going on in the curating world? Has it shifted, or a lot of people don't even know what a curator is because curator is very loosely thrown around now. But in the art world, what does the word curator mean? What does that mean you do for artists?
Well, a curator is somebody put a show together. And sometimes the curator have an idea and then they found artists to do so, or they pull up an open call for the exhibit to come in, and also could be solo show too. And it's the one that put the show together, the idea behind it, and a porch gallery or museum for the exhibit.
So within that world, when there are shows, how many submissions is a curator allowed to get? Is the show timed, or is it around what you receive in your repertoire, or do you base it around the art that you choose and select for a particular show?
For me, I can speak to about my personal practice for the Inspiration Art Group, and we are open for our members that join our Inspiration Art Group, which we have 150 members around the world. And we do a virtual exhibit, which is great because people from other countries be able to join. And we also do physical exhibit, and that are around the Hudson Valley and New York City area. And we also do field trips, and we also do artist residency. And we have one in Puerto Rico this year, and we're going to have one in China next January with artists from different countries.
So that's why it's called Inspiration Art. That's why it's called it, because it is inspiring.
Right. And for me is I pick a project, and usually Inspiration Art Group, we do a exhibit called Address Earth. It's about our Earth, our only home. and dealing with our environment. And I will put out a call. And this year I have over, 500 pieces artwork to come in. So it's a lot. And that's the one thing. And all the art are incredibly good. And hardest for me is to say no to some art, even though they are good. It just doesn't flow with the other artwork.
Is that pressure? Does it feel like tension or stress or pressure for you to have to go through so many things and make the difficult decision as to who's going to appear in the show and who's not?
It is so, but it also is so great for me. It's to seeing all this beautiful art to come, and I just hoping I have more room to show all this, which I usually have a mental memory and know all this art, and I will find more space for it and other time. So like next year in 2024, we have a bigger space to do the exhibit, and I will incorporate some of those work in. So is, you have to put together. I sort of create a piece of art as a curator, found all the little puzzle all the artists give me, and to see if they all fit together.
And then how do you fit your own work in? Because you're an artist yourself, and you are very professional at that as well. How do you mix and mingle the world of thinking about other artists and then thinking about yourself without going too far on one side or the other? How do you balance that out?
Well, it's kind of tricky. It's like a seesaw. And because inspiration art group taking up a lot of my time doing all the things. And then because for now, this month, I will have, tomorrow I have an installation, a big installation in the Hudson Valley Museum of Contemporary Art. And I have a solo show coming in December. So I have to focus on myself. So I have to, and then last minute, I have to say no I have to, shut down myself, not do for the inspiration art group. I will focus on myself.
So you have to kind of shut your individual self off and then express in a group situation. Do you find, I always want to ask the curator this question, do you find that a lot of the artists that submit to you as a curator follow some sort of intuitive thread of what you yourself would do as an artist? Do you find them maybe using similar colors, some of the styles or whatever, or is it totally separate, a totally separate thing from your own art?
It's totally separate. And when I put out a call, a lot of time I put image up rather than writing, explain what I want to show. And so people can get inspired by the image and to submit work. Or for the address Earth is all about, our planet Earth, about environment. So everything is open things. And it's just fascinating seeing all this art that people do submit. And our group, all the artists I found have incredibly big heart and open and things. So it's really nice to work with all those artists.
And then what determines the theme of each show? Because that's pretty, you don't understand, when you create themes, you're actually writing, you're a writer, you have to think of ideas to make into a theme that makes sense. So what happens in that kind of
yes, most curators do a writing. Since I'm not a writer, I'm a virtual person, so I pull up an image and for people to respond. But for the address Earth, I do have some little writing. It's about, our planet Earth and for people to come. And for instance, like our show coming up and opening up this Sunday, November 19th, is all about abstract, because I have many of artists doing abstract art. So I have picked 4 artists, and including yourself, as that abstract.
I'm included,
artist.
Everyone.
Yeah, and 4 to give all 4 of those artists they individually solo show, and they all they all going to do abstract painting, and each artist choose their own title, and I help them curate and choose the work to put in that exhibit. And then we're doing our opening because it's virtual, so we'll be able to gather all the artists together, and they will have a roundtable talk and discussion, and and we will view that on, we'll stream that on YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel, so people can watch it and participate, and write their comments and questions to the artists.
So now in December is your own individual show, you were saying, correct?
Yes, it opened this Sunday, November 19th.
Okay.
Online. Yes, and then each artist will have their own individual gallery and their exhibit.
No, I mean for you, your artistry. Are you doing a solo show yourself in December? Is that what you said?
Yes, I am. Yes.
What are the dates of that show so that the audience
that is in that will be in Hudson, New York, in December. Yeah,
in Hudson, New York, people. In December, do you have an exact date so that we can spread the word? Or
it is at the place called Window on Hudson, and right now I have to look it up, the exact date.
You don't need the address.
We'll be in the month of December.
Okay, so everybody out there, if you just Google Window on Hudson, then you will find the information. It should be online by now because December will be like week after next. So, a couple of weeks from now. So anyway, regarding your programs and themes that are coming up for the other art shows, the women involved, were they chosen based on what their themes were, what their art was, or was it a combination of their artwork and the theme and their statements and all of those things?
And it's all the one you just say.
Yeah.
And they all come from 4 different directions, different way how to express themselves. So it will make a very interesting, abstract art show.
It's going to be.
Everybody tune in on YouTube.
Yeah. Everybody tune in on YouTube in case you can't hear Bibiana. And everyone attend on YouTube. The Inspiration Art Group has our own channel. We have a YouTube channel, so you will have access there on the day of Sunday. On East Coast time, it's going to be at 1 o'clock, correct, Bibiana?
Yeah, 1 p.m. And then on the West Coast it'll
be at 10 o'clock a.m. So not too early, but early enough for you to get up and get your booties in gear and come and see a great art show. Now, Bibiana.
Also, you can enter to inspirationartgroup.org. It's on our website, and the virtual exhibit all about abstract.
All about the abstract.
Yeah, and then if you miss it, you could always watch it again on the YouTube with the artist. But the online solo exhibit is on there for 2 years.
Okay, so everyone out there, there will be access directly through the website, inspirationartgroup.org, and also on the YouTube channel, Inspiration Art Group. So either way, even if you miss it, although I'd love to see your faces there early, bright morning on Sunday, even if you miss it, there's still an opportunity to watch the show and all of the shows that Bibiana has curated. Now, I know, Bibiana, it's going to be hosted by our very own Poet Gold. How do you choose the host, and what makes it special to have a host that can talk about and express our work on the internet and virtually?
Well, when I started this group last year, March, we started the group, and as you can tell now, I'm not a great speaker.
You're a wonderful speaker. Scratch that. She's a credible speaker.
Right. English, my second language. So I need a host with personality and good. And Poet Gold hosts Lala events. And Lala sings. She's a spoken word poet. So I asked her, and she said, yes, she will do this. And so, which is worked out great. And she also will compose a poem for each exhibit too, that she will read it out or recite it, perform it. at beginning of each exhibit.
Wow, so that's going to be hot. Everybody, we have our own Poet Gold. Poet Gold is very well known on the East Coast as well as coastally here. I know of her and other people that do art shows and people that follow spoken word poetry. She's amazing. If you've never heard of her, we're very lucky to have a host for our show, along with our curator and the artist, Bibiana Huang. And Bibiana, can you tell us more about where we can find out more about your art, more about the actual show, which you've already said you can go on the website, but we'd like to hear you give if you're on IG, if you have Facebook pages, any of the social media tags, if you can spit that out, we're doing a great job.
Well, tomorrow I'm doing my big installation with heart. I put heart in a lot of public places, just put love into the world. And I will putting one and actually at the Hudson Valley Museum of Contemporary Art in Peekskill, New York. I'm installed that tomorrow all day, and it will hopefully light up, and it will be 7-foot hearts, and that for a while,
So your theme is, I noticed that your theme is always hearts.
Yes, I put hearts in the wall. Yeah, you can see my painting in the back. They all have heart in there and peace, and then about the environment, about the animal. And also I do a lot, the heart, a lot of time are built with recycled material.
So when you do hearts, again, I wanted to reiterate that your theme, I noticed that your theme is you always use hearts. And so you found a way to make hearts a theme, to spread over a city, to go over certain canvases, you've done, I think you did it, didn't you do a heart installation where you had all the things were hearts and it was your installation? Did you do that? I think you did that last year, right?
I did a lot. And this year, in Puerto Rico, I built a big heart from all the trash from Puerto Rico in plastic. Wow. And I built into a huge heart, and I had swimmer swimming in the ocean. And yeah, that's a video. You can also see that on the Inspiration Art Group YouTube channel.
Okay, so everybody, Inspiration Art Group YouTube channel, she did an installation with taking raw materials from Puerto Rico and putting
plastic.
Them together. The plastic materials from Puerto Rico, putting them together and making art things and art themed, a healing art. Hearts are healing. They send love into the world, which we desperately, desperately need more of. And that's a beautiful way to express anyone's inner being. Please go to inspirationartgroup.org. You can also go to the YouTube channel where you will see some of the other programs that we've discussed here today in the show. And Bibiana, what are some of the other social medias, like your Instagram account, your Facebook
the Inspiration Art Group does have a Facebook and an Instagram account. It's Inspiration Art Group.
Okay, so look for Inspiration Art Group on Facebook, on IG, on the YouTube channel, and just in general. If you want to go and find out more about the show that's coming up this Sunday, don't forget East Coast time, 1 p.m., West Coast time, 10 a.m., and you will find why we say abstract is so heavenly, and it's all about the abstract. So we're going to thank our guest today, Bibiana Huang, who is coming from, she's being from New York, so it was very wonderful to have her in our show today. And look for more about her. Don't forget her own show that's coming up in December. Don't forget about Poet Gold to check her out. And don't forget about us. I'll be one of the 4 artists featured this Sunday, and you will get to see what I do when I'm not doing 15 minutes of show. Bye for now and see you later. Bye. And don't forget, go on my YouTube channel. It's called 15 Minutes to Show. You'll also find my YouTube channel that will involve the art show that we're doing. Bibiana is one of the people that contributed to the graphics on the channel. So I want you to know that with her heart. And also don't forget to follow me on IG, Osiris_Mir_ the painter, on Facebook, and on all the social media platforms. Just Google my name and I'm already there. See you then, or be square. Bye-bye. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.
Bye.